You sit down to watch just one video. 2 hours later, you're still there. Your eyes are dry, your back aches, and your mind is foggy. You didn't notice the time passing. You didn't notice yourself disappearing. Entertainment today is not a break from life. It is a replacement for life. And while you were laughing, scrolling, binge-watching, something was being stolen from you. Not your time, your future, the ability to focus, the will to build, the tolerance for boredom. And boredom, as it turns out, is the soil where great lives are grown. But you've been taught to fear it. So you run, and the running is destroying you. You've been sold a story that more motivation is the answer. That if you could just want it enough, if you could just push hard enough, you would succeed. But motivation is a fire that needs fuel. And the only fuel that never runs out is meaning. Without meaning, motivation is just adrenaline. It spikes and it crashes. And you've been riding that crash for years. The book of Ecclesiastes opens with a haunting phrase: meaningless, meaningless. Everything is meaningless. The writer had everything: wealth, wisdom, power. And he looked at it all and called it vapor. Because he understood something you haven't learned yet. You can have the whole world, and if it has no meaning, it will feel like nothing. Writer had the poverty here is existential. It's not a lack of goods, but a lack of self. Easy pleasure, wine, oil, entertainment, does not enrich the soul. It impoverishes it. You trade the ability to build something lasting for moments that disappear as soon as the screen goes dark. There's a school of thought called existential psychology. Its founders, like Viktor Frankl, survived horrors that should have destroyed them. And they came out with a simple discovery. Those who had a why could bear almost any how. Frankl watched people die in concentration camps, not because they were weak, but because they had lost their reason to live. And he watched others survive the same conditions because they held on to meaning. You are not in a concentration camp, but you are living in a culture that has lost meaning. You have been given every tool for comfort and none for purpose. And your soul, which was designed for meaning, is starving on a diet of pleasure. Jesus said, "Man shall not live on bread alone." You've been trying to live on bread, and you wonder why you're still hungry. And they came out, Matthew 4:4, NIV. Man shall not live on bread alone, but on every word that comes from the mouth of God. Were weak, but because they had lost their reason to live. And he watched others survive the same conditions because they held on to meaning. You are not in a concentration camp, but you are living in a culture that has lost meaning. You have been given every tool for comfort and none for purpose. And your soul, which was designed for meaning, is starving on a diet of pleasure. Jesus said, "Man shall not live on bread alone." You've been trying to live on bread, and you wonder why you're still hungry. And they came out with this, Matthew 4. Bread here is everything material, everything that sustains the body. But the human being is not only body. There is a spiritual dimension, a hunger for meaning that bread does not satisfy. You can have a full pantry and an empty soul. You don't need more bread. Here is the truth you've been avoiding. You are responsible for your own meaning. No one will give it to you. not your partner, not your job, not your possessions. You can spend your whole life waiting for purpose to arrive like a package on your doorstep. It won't come. Meaning is not found. It is built. It is chosen. Matthew 13:44, NIV. The kingdom of heaven is like treasure hidden in a field. When a man found it, he hid it again, and then, in his joy, went and sold all he had and bought that field. For meaning that bread does not satisfy. You can have a full pantry and an empty soul. You don't need more bread. Here is the truth you've been avoiding. You are responsible for your own meaning. No one will give it to you. Not your partner, not your job, not your possessions. You can spend your whole life waiting for purpose to arrive like a package on your doorstep. It won't come. Meaning is not found. It is built. It is chosen. Matthew 13:44, NIV. The kingdom of heaven is like treasure hidden in a field. When a man found it, he hid it again, and then, in his joy, went and sold all he had. The man didn't negotiate. He didn't ask for a discount. He didn't wait for the field to get cheaper. He sold everything. The psychology here is profound. Meaning requires sacrificing what is safe. You cannot have the treasure and keep the security. You need to choose. And the choice is yours. And spend your whole. So where do you start? You start by asking a different question. Stop asking, what will make me happy? Ask, what is worth suffering for? Because anything that gives you meaning will also ask something of you. It will demand your time, your energy, your tears. But that demand is not the enemy. It's the proof that it's real. The Apostle Paul said, I have learned to be content, whatever the circumstances. He didn't say he learned to be happy. He said content. There's a difference. Happiness depends on circumstances. Contentment depends on meaning. You can be happy and empty. You cannot be content and empty. Start small. What is one thing you can do today that feels like it matters, even if it's hard? Do that, and tomorrow, do it again. Philippians 4:11, NIV. I am not saying this because I am in need, for I have learned to be content, whatever the circumstances. It will demand your time, your energy, your tears, but that demand is not the enemy. It's the proof.